Saturday, October 17th, 2015, and we're here at Rising Sun Aquaponic to give you kind of an idea of what we're doing here and how this all started. Aquaponics being a combination of aquaculture and hydroponic gardening. The nice thing about that is over the course of the year we're going to use a lot less water than normal agriculture, and certainly more interesting. What we wanted to do here was to grow some vegetables and a fish species that would be very compatible with the American sushi market, where we are in Rock Hall. We have about 40 million people within 200 miles and feel like we could do a specialty fish species and specialty produce also. So if you want to take a look at what's down here in this tank, this is our eel tank. We don't have very many in it right now. You're looking at just about 7.5 pounds of locally caught eels out of either Chesapeake Bay or its tributaries. Most of them were pencil eels, but we did get one out of the local creek. One of our neighbors brought it to us, to a much bigger one. These eels are in an IBC container, a one-turn use container, and we're recycled for this purpose. And what happens is water goes in here, the fish do their thing in the water, they produce an effluent that is slowly converted to a usable fertilizer for plants. As we go down the line here, we're looking at our media beds, which not only do plants grow in here, but it also filters the water and produces, with the help of many of the bacteria that are in here, the good things that the plants need to grow. We do have some things planted. This is the youngest bed, or we're trying different things. We had some pea tendrils popping up through the media. This media happens to be recycled glass, very porous, almost like pumice, but it's made out of recycled glass at a factory in New Mexico. Water is at its lowest point in the sump, which is right here below us. Water is pumped from the sump and into the eel tank, and then flows by gravity through the media beds and back into the sump pump, where it begins its journey again. We're running a pH right now of about 6.9. It's been holding about that to the mid-7s. And as we can see, we're doing a temperature right now of 63 degrees, and that's been somewhere between 60 to 65, with the eels seem to be happy at that. Some of the other things that we're growing in here, we have some lemongrass that we pulled out of the garden and washed off real carefully and then put into the media bed. Lots of Japanese herbs, salad greens, some tubers. You'll see turmeric growing here. We have planted some ginger and hope that might be something that does well here, because we'd love to do that too. A few tomatoes, the turmeric here, lemongrass, some oriental salad greens, and that's what we're doing with the media bed. The way this works on these media beds is that we have a bell siphon. It's a non-mechanical or non-motorized flood and drain type thing. Water comes in here on this side and filters through the media bed, the media here, and goes to this bell siphon, which what it does is once that siphon starts drawing water out of this bed, it will completely empty. So this bed fills up and then drops down several times an hour. Each time these pores in the media fill with air, and then the plants use the air, and then they fill with water, and the plants use the water. So it's very beneficial. This type of system will grow plants much faster than you'll see in the ground. Much more efficiently and with less water. In today's world, that's a big thing. We're also at Rising Sun Aquaponics going to be growing microgreens with some of the water out of the sump tank, just slightly elevated in nutrients. That's all we need. Microgreens grow like a sprout, but they're one stage above that. And again, this is something that is specialty produce that we're hoping to market in the cities within 200 miles here. We use rock wool plugs for starting our plants that go into the media bed. Just a spun stone product, and we will be doing our microgreens on a paper product that it can be composted in these shelves like this, and then we hope to also do full flats of microgreens too. We have grow lights here, 4 levels. These are beds that were made pretty simply with a little Dora scrim liner for hydroponics and aquaponics. And black capillary mat to wick the water. We're experimenting with a couple different kinds of ebb and flow and flood and drain systems. So we've had real good success doing that so far, so we know our microgreens are going to work out. So that's all we had to deal with today.